You're in the fourth quarter, and you're sitting on the bench, and that clock is ticking down. You're down by 14 points. What's going through your mind?
This is not very good, which was an understatement. There's 4.5 minutes or whatever left. We haven't done much up to this point. Why do you think much different? But yet, I knew we were moving the ball well enough, but it was sat back was against the wall was an understatement because we had to score.
Well, you did. You scored quickly. Adrian Peterson gets it in. Now the crowd's back in the game. Defense goes 3 and out, right? Here you go. You got 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. I want to know, you're down by 7. What does a 41-year-old quarterback who's come from behind 44 times before, what does he say to his huddle?
I didn't say much. More or less, look, we've been moving the ball all day. We got nothing to lose now. Let's just, I hate to say street ball, but somebody make a play.
They were looking for you to make a play, right?
I was tired, too.
Were you?
Yeah, I was. I was thinking, oh, God, this is stressful.
Wait 2 minutes, just suck it up. So you go down the field with 34 seconds left. You hit Asante Shenko for a 25-yard touchdown. Call the play.
Trips right, 3 didn't answer.
When you let that go, did you know?
When I let it go, I thought, well, I should put a little more juice on it. That way, regardless of where he turns, he doesn't have time to react to it.
Okay, so you score, you tie the game, now it's overtime. Then one of the guys that kidnapped you down in Mississippi was coming out there to kick the field goal. Ryan Longo, did you say anything to that guy when he was on his way out?
No, I didn't want to jinx him. I didn't want to jinx myself. But I've seen him do it a bunch. And I went over, really couldn't look.
You couldn't look?
No, I couldn't look. I'm glad he made it. It was over and done with.
If you had to go back on the field again, you had any juice left in you?
I'm going to say no, but I probably would. I was beat. I mean, I think it seemed like every pass I got hit.
Where does that game rank on your list of all-time great performances?
It's got to be top 5. And it has nothing to do with the amount of yardage, even though that's the most yardage I've ever thrown for.
The speculation was that if you guys lost that game to Arizona, that Brad Childress might lose his job. Mm-hmm. Was it a let's win one for Chile?
I think it was a let's win one for ourselves. I mean, we're 3 and 5, I believe. We needed that one desperately. We can't afford to lose. You can't afford to lose a play. I mean, every play was crucial in that game, and each and every one of them could have cost us the game.
Describe the relationship now with Brad Childress. Better or worse than what you were?
About the same. A lot has been made of it. I think it's been blown out of proportion.
Hey, Ed Dory, shut that off.
Offensively with Arizona, offensively. It's a good relationship. I mean, I have no problems with Brad.
The next 2 games, divisional games, Bears-Packers. Will these 2 games define your season?
Well, if you lose them, it's over. I mean, mathematically, I don't know what will happen, but I mean, it's over. I mean, all the bad things that's happened at this point, we can kind of justify our season if we win these 2 games. Both of these teams are playing extremely well. Even though we're division winners from last year, means nothing right now.
I mean, did you think at all this year, at times, I kind of regret coming back, or maybe I shouldn't have?
When I decided to come back, I knew it had to be all in or not. That's just the way I work. And I had to take the good with the bad with the good. Like I told the media last week, this could be a storybook ending, or it could be a year to forget. And, about as simple as I can put it. So I hope that it's, a storybook ending. I mean, and there's still time to change that.
It's about everything but football. Brett Farve gives us some insight as to what's going on off the field. All things considered this year, is this the most challenging year that you've ever had in your 20-year career?
Yes and no. You never know what to expect, but nothing should surprise you. And from that standpoint, you deal with it. I mean, I still feel like I can play at a high level. I think back to the game just the other day, you go, I mean, that was fun. I mean, You can't get that anywhere else.
Brett, the NFL's investigation on the voicemails and texts has been ongoing. How difficult has that been for you to deal with those allegations?
Not that difficult. Our season has been a struggle. As I've said before, let the league do their due diligence, and in the end that'll sort itself out.
You met with them a couple of weeks ago. You met with the league. Were you satisfied with the meeting?
I was satisfied. And again, I mean, that was more the way Roger has set things up, and again, do his due diligence and have them do theirs, and I can just focus on football and let them take care of that. So,
as far as you know, where does the investigation stand right now?
To be honest with you, Steve, I mean, I haven't heard a word.
Randy Moss. You've wanted to play with Randy Moss for years. How surprised were you, Brett, that he came and went so quickly?
It's what happened? He was here, he caught 500 touchdown pass, and where'd he go? I don't know. I mean, we had our meeting after the New England game, and Brad had told the team that he had let him go. Everyone was like,
you didn't see it coming.
We were probably as surprised or shocked as we were when we found out he was coming in. I give Ziggy Wolf credit. I mean, you don't know if a guy will fit or won't fit, but you got to take chances sometimes.
Now we're going to talk about your health, or your ill health, your mental health.
Get your glasses, speak of health.
Let's pretend I'm Dr. Mariucci, okay? For 1 minute here, Brett Farve. Let's do a little physical. Let's see how is that chin? How are the stitches?
They're gone.
When you got hit and they took you off in a cart, you looked to me like you were out.
20 years, first time I had my chin busted. I mean, there was blood everywhere. When I got hit, I've been hit before. I remember kind of a fireworks display going off. I thought, man, this is kind of neat during a game, a fireworks display. But I do this, and I see the blood. Now, call me a wimp, but I looked at the blood, and I'm like, they said, oh, you look so pale. I'm like, yeah. I thought I was bleeding to death. And Harry Sugarman, our trainer, he's like, oh, you made it look like you were really hurt. I'm like, I was.
You did. You started grabbing the trainers like you needed over there.
I was milking it. Now, I get over there, and he says, that is maybe the worst gash I've ever seen. So then I'm really thought going to throw up. I'm like, way to make me feel better. He says, you can actually see meat and tissue in there. I'm like, and I can remember as I'm going off, I'm definitely got my eyes closed because I'm like, I'm not going to look up and see everyone, say you number one and all that stuff.
How about that surgically repaired ankle?
The ankle's doing okay, but the two broken bones in it.
Yeah, the avulsion fracture.
Right. It's totally unrelated to the surgery of the ankle.
Stress fracture on that other bone.
Right.
How's that?
Sore, but
still.
It probably should feel worse, I guess. You got a broken bone in your foot. You're playing football.
What else? What else you got? What else is bothering you today besides me?
Other than that, I think I feel pretty good.
Okay, you're clear.
Now,
you're clear to play then.
All the bones, you name a bone, maybe I don't even have it. It's sore.
How much gas is left in your tank? In other words, is there still some of that Brett Farve magic left?
I'm sure before last game, most people would have said, nah. But all of a sudden, they go, well, he had it for one more game.
Any left? What's left?
I have no idea, but I think so.
Are you still thinking playoffs?
That's my goal. But I'm thinking we win this game, that gives us a little more hope for the next game.
Are you still thinking Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We have to get, we have to get small steps right now.
Are you coming back in 2011?
No.
Are you running for president in 2012?
No.
Thank God. I'm not going to be your running mate.